Richard Carlson, with a PhD in psychotherapy, said, "There are 2 rules for living in harmony. Number 1, don't sweat the small stuff. And number 2, it's all small." Stress is a dominating force in our daily lives. I'll never forget the feeling of staying up till 5 in the morning for a whole week because I had an essay, a quiz, and 2 tests all in the same day. To the typical college student, stress with the education is inevitable, but the state of being stressed can be controlled. I'm here to inform you of the ways to relieve stress while in college through personal actions. Stress, according to the New World Encyclopedia, is a physical, chemical, or emotional development that causes strains that can lead to physical illnesses. The stress response is helpful when faced with immediate danger, but when activated under non-threatening situations, such as over finals and midterms, stress will create a cascade of hormones that affect the brain function, digestion, heart function, muscle tone, and more. In a college environment, we face a surplus of unnecessary activation of the stress response, and if not treated properly, can lead to worse physical ailments. If you're like me and find that there's not enough time in the day to get everything that you need to get done, sleep is often sidelined. A way to improve stress is to practice good sleeping patterns. Sleep is important to the restoration of the body's natural processes. For college students, sleeping is an important part of retaining information and learning skills. Roger Cole, a doctorate in health physiology, stated, "Skill learning and integration happen during sleep. When you cut your need of at least 6 hours of sleep, you will actually cause more stress, and learning in school becomes more difficult. So before bed, don't drink coffee, and don't turn procrastination into pulling all-nighters. Learn to plan earlier, so no matter how hectic your schedule may appear, there is enough time in your schedule for sleep." Another way to reduce your stress physically is through a proper diet. Just as with the average college student's sleep schedule, eating habits are overlooked. The Department of Nutrition from the School of Public Health did a health study on the quality of diet in college students, which indicated that the typical college student is at a risk of poor quality diets, with high intakes of sodium and sugar and low consumption of fruits and whole grains. Eating a balanced diet will help avoid the physical stress of the freshman 15 and will help the brain receive the necessary nutrients to function efficiently. If the college student can't find enough time to sleep or eat, they can forget about exercise altogether. People who are more active demonstrate lower levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. Exercise does not have to include a 2-hour intense workout session either. To reduce stress, even a relaxing 30-minute walk around campus would help. Dr. Herbert Benson of Harvard Medical School found that the opposite of the stress response is to invoke the relaxation response. A way to do this is through a type of exercise that only involves breathing. Deeply breathing in for 4 seconds and out for 4 seconds is a simple way to reduce the increased blood pressure caused by stress. Lastly, there is no weakness in asking for help. No one may realize just how stressed you are if you don't let them know. Without telling the people around you, they can't accommodate for your needs. For instance, I had a noisy roommate that made studying impossible. Finally, I had the guts to confront her and tell her just how distracting she was. She listened to me, and the dorm became a more suitable study environment. Speaking about your stress to someone can help you realize that the things you're stressed about are actually manageable. Also, every college campus has counseling centers in order to help students. The counseling centers are included in your tuition and available for any student in need of stress management. To review, stress can be overwhelming and consuming for the average college student. Actions must be taken in order to relieve the effects of stress. Getting adequate sleep, healthy diet, and moderate exercise are aspects to relieve stress from the body. There's also a personal responsibility to use the college counseling centers to your advantage. When being stressed seems unbearable, remember that even though the response of stress is unavoidable, the state of being stressed is manageable. If you're willing to take the personal steps necessary, you can change the impact that stress has on your daily life. And eventually, you won't even sweat the small stuff.